In chaos, everyone moves fast, but the one who doesn't move is usually the one in control. He doesn't rush, doesn't react, doesn't explain. He observes, he calculates, and when he moves, it's already too late for the others to counter, because while they were reacting emotionally, he was thinking tactically. That's the difference between noise and strategy. You don't need to feel more, you need to see further. You don't play the game emotionally. You design the board and move like a cold general. In this video, you'll learn how to train your mind to think beyond reaction and operate with precision, distance, and calculated power. Part 1. Why most people can't think strategically. Most people don't think. They react, not because they're weak, but because they were never taught how to pause, zoom out, and see the field. They don't operate like generals. They move like soldiers, chasing feelings, not angles. The common mindset. What should I say now? How do I fix this energy? What if they think I'm cold? I don't want to lose them. Every thought is tied to emotion, to approval, to fear, to urgency. None of that is strategy. That's just survival in disguise. Strategy requires space. You can't think tactically if you're emotionally attached to outcome. You can't calculate if you're still reacting to tone. Thinking strategically means no rush, no emotional bias, no identity threat, just assessment. What's happening here? What's the real play? What happens if I do nothing? Why most can't hold that space? Because silence feels like failure. Stillness feels like weakness. Distance feels like rejection. So they rush to say something, clarify, seek harmony, regain control. But all that movement gives away position. The one who thinks tactically doesn't need control. He builds it, not through emotion, not through ego, but through patience, precision, and perception. Part 2. What tactical thinking really is. Tactical thinking isn't intelligence, it's structure, it's discipline, it's the ability to think in positions, not emotions. Tactical thinking equals battlefield thinking. You stop thinking like a person. You start thinking like a commander. You don't ask, what do I feel right now? You ask, where is everyone positioned? Who's gaining ground? What happens if I say nothing? What's the real objective here? Every room becomes a map. Every word equals movement. Every silence equals signal. Every reaction equals exposure. And you move when the math says move, not when emotion says now. Tactical thinkers don't chase control. They design it. They don't seek attention. They shift gravity. They don't rush to win moments. They build positions that win themselves. Because when you think tactically, you let the other side reveal their cards. You hold until movement creates leverage. You turn doing nothing into advantage. Examples of tactical thinking. Someone goes cold. You don't chase. You assess their pattern. Someone provokes. You don't defend. You log their pressure points. Someone tries to rush you. You slow down, reverse urgency. Your stillness isn't fear, it's framing. Your delay isn't hesitation, it's data collection. The shift in identity. You're not playing it cool. You're running a map. You're not ignoring them. You're letting them move first, because every early move they make gives you clarity they can't take back, and by the time they realize, you're already 5 positions ahead. This is tactical thinking, not louder, not faster, smarter positioning, colder calculations, fewer moves with more outcome. Part 3. 3 core shifts to build a cold general's mind. You don't wake up tactical, you build it. By rewiring how your mind handles pressure, signal, and movement. To think like a cold general, you don't need more emotion. You need 3 strategic shifts. Shift 1. From emotion to calculation. Emotions want speed. Strategy needs distance. You train your mind to ask, is this signal or bait? Is this reaction necessary or just familiar? If I move now, who benefits? Instead of reacting, you price everything. Every word equals energy cost. Every text equals frame shift. Every action equals map exposure. Tactical thinkers don't move because they feel something. They move when the math is right. Shift 2. From self-image to battlefield vision. Most people think, do I look confident? What will they think of me? Will I seem cold? That's actor mentality, not general mentality. The general doesn't care how he looks. He cares where he stands. Tactical thinking means you don't chase comfort. You don't try to look in control. You hold your position even if they misread it. Why? Because the battlefield is bigger than ego. Shift 3. From reaction to pre-mapped execution. You don't decide in the moment. You build default scenarios in advance. Examples: if they ghost, delay 72 hours, no contact. If they provoke, say less, maintain frame. If they withdraw, mirror energy, no pursuit. You don't improvise, you deploy protocol. This removes overthinking, emotional leakage, decision fatigue, and it trains your system to stay stable under tension. You don't need to control everything. You just need to control your system. And that system no longer runs on emotion. It runs on logic, layers, and latency. That's the shift. From speed to delay, from image to position, from instinct to instruction. You don't move like everyone else. You calculate like a general. Part 4. Thinking in layers. Surface versus subtext versus objective. Most people think on the surface. They react to words, to tone, to timing. But generals don't think like that. They don't hear what was said. They scan why it was said and what it was trying to move. Layer 1. Surface. What they say. This is what most people get stuck on. You're too cold. Why are you so distant? I guess you don't care anymore. We need to talk. Emotional thinkers respond to these. Tactical minds don't, because words are just cover. Layer 2. Subtext. What they mean. The tone may sound disappointed, but what's the real signal? Are they testing your emotional stability? Are they baiting validation? Are they escalating to regain control? Are they losing frame and want you to adjust? Subtext is never emotional, it's positional, and if you're reacting to what's said, you're already being moved. Layer 3. Objective. What they want to shift. Tactical thinking doesn't chase words, it identifies intent. Ask, what do they gain if I explain? What happens to their position if I stay silent? Who benefits if I act emotionally right now? Every sentence has a purpose. And most people never question it. You will. Because when you decode objective dash dash, you break the entire move. Real example breakdown. They say, I don't know what we are anymore. Surface confusion. Subtext, uncertainty, pressure on you to define. Objective, get you to commit first, shift frame in their favor. Your move, don't react. Ask yourself, what happens if I don't answer at all? Now the pressure flips. There in the open, you're still holding terrain. Layered thinking equals tactical patience. You're not slow, you're scanning. You're not unsure. You're processing signal across levels. And when you do speak, your words carry 3 times the weight, because they were built on 3 layers of clarity. This is how you think like a cold general. See beyond the sentence. Listen through the tone. Decode the play. Respond only to position, never to provocation. Part 5. Tactical calm equals controlled frame movement. The battlefield isn't loud, it's silent, and the one who holds still the longest holds the room. Most people equate calm with weakness, with disconnection, with passivity. But in tactical space, calm equals control. It's not what you say, it's what you refuse to respond to. Stillness equals frame signal. Every move you don't make says something. You don't flinch. You're not reacting. You don't explain. You're not in their frame. You don't rush to speak. You're not seeking approval. Your silence becomes structure. It forces others to reorganize around your stillness. Calm controls. Tempo. People test you to shift tempo, get you to respond faster, get you to talk more, get you to over-clarify, get you to match their tone. But when you stay calm, you slow the tempo, you reverse their pressure, you trap their emotion in open space. They speak into the void and realize they're the only one leaking energy. Frame dominance equals energetic gravity. When you're calm on purpose, not from passivity, but from structure, dash dash, your energy becomes magnetic. People lower their voice, they measure their tone, they pause before speaking. Why? Because you're not moving. And when you don't move, others calibrate. Tactical calm is not natural. It's trained. You don't stay calm because you feel nothing. You stay calm because you've built a system where feeling equals signal, not instruction. This is tactical calm. No twitch, no justification, no signal until you choose it. And while they scramble to read you, you've already decided the next 5 moves. Final CTA. You don't need to move fast. You need to move last. You don't need to win the argument. You need to hold position until they overextend. Because that's what tactical minds do. Stay cold under pressure. See patterns through emotion. Let chaos burn itself out while remaining untouched. Every move you make now is mapped, measured, intentional. You no longer react to tone. You read objective. You no longer chase control. You design terrain. And when you speak, it's not noise, it's impact.